thicker the pie, thicker the bag. Meet them a bite, now lacing no beamer. I'm Brian O'Connor, I'm driving it fast. They were just hating cause they in the way, and the way I've been made it, the is mad. Getting them baggins, I'm all in my bag. Why I ain't holding around? Just a little Merlin, out the cutie. Now I don't give a. Tell me why I would on the rose bar couch in my bag. Bands in my denim. In my denim, she was trying to for it out. She don't give a. She was in her bag. Fendi and some lane. Asked for a burger. Watch in the front seat of the fouled out J. We living so wild like Nas. When she was on vacation. We was on roll like tires. What we gon' let? I'm in my bag like I'm in my bag, my. I'm really just running for money. I'm Love Flow Joe chasing the check. I'm really gonna run up the money. I'm Carl Lewis, really running the best. Calm moving through these Hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Calm moving through these Hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. I'm really just running for money. I'm Love Flow Joe chasing the check. I'm really gonna run up the money. I'm Carl Lewis, really running the best. Calm moving through these Hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Calm moving through these Hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Bigger the bag, bigger the beef, bigger the problem, bigger the be one of the all in the same. Broke at the end of the month, flow Joe, kill mo, run it up, keep clean. Never let them touch, fits like temper tantrums. Girl, come back that up, all in the club, and bring all your girlfriends. Girl hopping up about a Pearl 6 Louis speed bag glued to her wrist. She was getting paid. She ain't think a thing, but she was thinking slay. We blade thicker than a snigger bait. Talking about she don't come with no baggage.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with Eli Manning and the New York Giants. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First down, Mayfield. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Now he'll let it, and that's caught inside the 35. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. A big play that time for Cleveland. 46 yards. From the red zone now, Mayfield underneath for Johnson. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll make it second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Rolling to his right. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. David Njoku from 19 yards away. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Manning and the Giants come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Week 14 against the Redskins for Saquon Barkley. 197 more yards from scrimmage. Do you think we can go ahead and start to chisel his name into the Rookie of the Year trophy?
You mean we haven't done it already?
I was trying to be patient.
I did it weeks ago. Patient. I don't know about you, but I went ahead and did that weeks ago. He's on pace for over 2,000 yards from scrimmage, and only 2 rookies have done that before. One named Eric Dickerson, the other named Edgerrin James.
Manning going to try and throw on 3rd down. And Ingram hauls it in. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a first down on the play. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A giant first down. Manning to an open Beckham.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double-team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
A handoff to Barkley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
And, Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
Now Manning throwing on 2nd down. Over the middle to Beckham. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. The confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Manning now on 1st down. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. First trip to the red zone for the Giants. They've got it 1st and goal at the 7. They'll try and run forward Barkley. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
Here's Barkley, and this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. And the kick by Rosas is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on me,
partner. I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3 is just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
The Browns set to get the football back. And, you know, they've won 5 games this year, Charles. The past 3 years combined, they won 4. So this is quite a turnaround. And with their interim coach, they're 3-2 since he took over 5 weeks ago.
Yeah, and they're not likely to be a playoff team. But if they win their final 3 games, they could have a win. They could, well, not could. They would have a winning record. At Denver, home against Cincinnati, at Baltimore. But how about Baker Mayfield? You know rookie quarterbacks are going to have their ups and downs, and he had a down last week against Houston, 3 first-half interceptions. But this kid is one of 3 quarterbacks to throw a touchdown pass in each of his first 10 games to start his career. Kurt Warner, Brad Johnson, the other 2.
And his totals in that game against Carolina, 238 yards, the touchdown, and did not turn the ball over 1 time. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. More from Cleveland after this. The first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. Second down, Mayfield going right side here, and that's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Well, if you're a Giants fan, and you've got to be encouraged by the last 2 weeks, but are you frustrated because you're saying where has this been all year after that 40-16 dismantling of Washington?
I think you posed it perfectly, right? You're very happy with what's going on. You are wondering where was that to start the season, and why are we in this spot now where we're playing so well, but it really doesn't mean anything? All it means is if they end up winning all the rest of their games at home against Tennessee, at Indianapolis, home against Dallas, they can get to 8-8. And that will really frustrate the Giants fans. But at the same time, maybe give them a little encouragement headed towards 2019.
And they could play playoff spoiler for potentially a few of those, well, a couple or all three of those teams. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Okay, with that incompletion, I've been waiting to get this in because I wanted to ask you about that crazy finish in Miami. How in the world did they find their way to the end zone?
That was something, wasn't it? And I've seen a few along the way. In college football, Boise State over Oklahoma in the Fiesta Bowl. Remember that one?
Yep.
With the hook and lateral play, and they had a bunch of crazy plays down the stretch. But this one in the NFL, especially considering you kind of knew they had to do something like this, yet they still were able to pull it off. 69 yards, Tannehill to Stills, to Parker, to Kenyon Drake, and then, of course, Gronk was on the field in case they threw the Hail Mary. Outran Gronk to the end zone. What a finish for the Dolphins.
So last year we had the Minnesota Miracle. Now we had the Miami Miracle this season. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is fourth down. They'll go for it. It's Manning. Under pressure, he's going to go down. Look at this, way back around the 43. Myles Garrett in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Mayfield on first down. Screenplay, Johnson. And a nice spin into some open field. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. This quarterback now 10 of 10 to start the game. How about that? As he comes up on a 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. And his kick is good. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. Nifty move. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. This is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they've...
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Emmanuel Agba able to drop him for a loss of 4. 3rd and long for the Giants, and Eli following the sack. From the gun, it's Manning. Flush to his right. He's going to let this go deep. And got his man complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big play there. Manning to Shepard. 47 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll set up the screen to Barkley, finding room to the 20 and down to the 16-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
27 to Sam. 27 to Sam.
Into the red zone now. Manning under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. Myles Garrett in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight. On 2nd down, here's Manning. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
27 to Sam. 27 to Sam.
On 3rd and long, it's Manning. And that is incomplete. Derek Kindred there to get a hand on that one.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Manning indeed going for it on 4th. Eluding the pressure. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Emmanuel Agba in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield dumping it off for Johnson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Now a chance to make that encroachment penalty really hurt. 1st and 5. Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 3, and it sets him up with 2nd and just 2 yards to go. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from the lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Mayfield now on 2nd down. Flushed out right. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That goes for a gain of 31.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They go to Johnson again. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Hurry up, here we go.
They'll give it to Chubb. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. So stuff from the 2. Now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside.
And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Browns add on to their lead. Well, that turned out how they wanted. Run the toss play to the left side, go for that pylon, get in there.
And just being able to understand where the pylon was and sneak it in there, well done, well executed.
And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. Oh, this is a touch cruel here. They've got the big lead. Now they're going for the jugular with the onside kick. Oh, and did the Browns get it? I think so, yes. Well, there you go. Just your everyday leading big, and you onside kick it with a lead. They got it. I mean, it worked, but interesting call.
I think because they have such a margin, they feel a little bit bolder about what they're doing. And it's not only just to try and increase their lead, but that's their way of saying we're in full control of this game, and we can kind of do what we want.
A first down throw for Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku, 52 yards. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. On first down, Manning. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make this a second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Flush to his right. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Now Manning, got to have this one. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it. but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
Following the interception, Mayfield. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A good pickup there on first as a screen pass gets him 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Alec Ogletree leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. Here's Britton Colquitt now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this.
There goes 56. 27 to Sam. 27 to Sam.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is Shepard on the catch. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done, as you noted. And
there goes Sterling Shepard. Touchdown, Giants. Sterling Shepard, 53 yards. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Rosas good with the extra point, and that will get them one closer. Rosas now to kick this one away. On the return, Jabril Peppers. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
Well, I'd say that run's pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, this offensive line has controlled the line of scrimmage, giving them time to throw it, run it, do whatever they wanted. That's why their points up on the board. And right now, the psyche of the offense, we're in control, and we can do whatever we feel like doing out here on the field. He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Browns, and they're happy in the dog pound as we say so long from Cleveland.
Out, valet, walk out, all these bands I lost count, cause I'm too up right now, too up right now. I'm too, on one day on my third, I was too broke, now I'm too rich, made 100K on my third shift from a boy, so, boy, and I'm a gangster, and you a, boy, man, we been getting money for a long time. We was out here hungry for a long time. I don't never really handle punchlines. And all you rappers looking like a lunch line. Ooh, right now, I got you. Right now. Nothing, need a Uber right now. Right now, need crew love right now. Cause we too up right now. Ooh, I'm up hop out, valet, walk out, all these bands I lost count, cause I'm too up right now, too up right now.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. He juked him. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On first down, Mahomes buying time to his left. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. Throw left side complete. That's Harris. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. First carry for Nick Chubb. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. Now it's caught at the 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku, 47 yards. And the Browns have taken the early lead. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. The extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. As Kansas City comes back out here on offense, let's discuss the fact that they are now officially in the playoffs. They clinched by beating Baltimore last week 27-24 on that Harrison Butker game-winning field goal.
Yeah, went to overtime, had to come back and get it done. And look, we've talked about Patrick Mahomes all year long, and rightly so. In this game, 377 yards, 2 touchdowns. But the big deal to me, the comeback potential that he exhibits. Had to take him downfield in order to tie the game in regulation, then takes care of business in overtime. Did you see some of the throws that he made?
Yeah, the one where he was rolling to the sideline, golly.
And ends up throwing a no-look pass. He said that came from his time as a high school point guard in basketball. He is absolutely phenomenal, mature beyond his years.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. And Hill with it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pick up there of 20 yards. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 49-yard line.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Flushed it, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Larry Ogunjobi able to get him for a loss of about 3. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown, and pick it off, just as we saw there.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Over.
Chubb on the counter. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The linebacker, Anthony Hitchens, there on the stop.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
2nd down, Mayfield. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to his tight end, David Njoku. 3rd down here. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Here we go now. 319. 319. Over. Hot.
From the gun, Mayfield. He'll buy some time right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this 1st quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hot.
And now with a play clock winding down, a whistle and possibly a false start. As mentioned, here's the younger brother of Dustin. This is Brenton Colquitt to punt it away. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And out Out come the Chiefs now. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. A limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, here's Mahomes. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Harris. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
First catch on that one for Kelsey, and it's a 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Mahomes now on 1st down. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. But it looks like the Chiefs are going to get it back.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
On second down, Williams. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to set up in this.
It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 47 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They run it here. Ware. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. More from Cleveland after this. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. So give them the first down. First and goal after a pickup of 4, and the decision to go for it pays off. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he's going to drop this off to Williams. Complete. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down. They tried to swing it out left into the flat, but the defense, they were very principled there.
It felt very West Coast offense, didn't it? You know their expression, right? And a West Coast offense, when they throw the ball, it's either going to be a touchdown or a check down, meaning they like to press it downfield. If they don't have it, swing it out, which is exactly what we saw there. But how about the great pursuit and tackle to make a nice play?
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. How about this Browns defense? They've held so far. This is now 3rd and goal. Mahomes going to throw. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. The Chiefs will try and get to the line quickly.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. And the kick by Butker is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And this is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Now before the second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Detroit! Detroit! Watch him now, Barney!
Mayfield to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Mayfield into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Here we go now.
Final play of the half, Mayfield. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, and it's second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Reggie Ragland. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. The third quarter starts with a run by Chubb. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
And again, it's Chubb. And a short gain down to about the 33. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Landry, the intended target. CD, by the way, we have some news from the esports world. First major of the new year. The Madden Classic was held in Las Vegas during Week 14 of the NFL season. 170 players.
Yeah, did you see the money?
Over $150,000 in prize money.
Not so bad. Not too shabby.
And your winner, I'll let you do the honors for the second straight year.
Michael Skimbo, second straight year. The man walks away with the money and the championship belt. He beat Justin Little Man Brown 28-21 in the final. I think the world was looking forward to this one, and they got it. And I can't wait to see how Skimbo does with the rest of the majors now. He is the man to beat.
Sorry, Little Man Barone. Congratulations, Skimbo. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Flush to his right. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Ware takes the give from Mahomes. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Emmanuel Ogbah there on the stop.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
On the ground, this is Ware. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. Throwing is Mahomes on third. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's first and goal. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. The quick slant caught. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. Nice run past the 30-yard line there. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Mayfield now on 2nd down, dumping it off for Johnson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did. Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one goes for 24 yards.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. A first down throw from Mayfield. His throw caught right around the 6. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll run with Chubb. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Browns are back within a score. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Green 39! Green 39!
Now a toss going left. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the two-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them need up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Mahomes to throw on second down. Being chased out left. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Green 39! Green 39!
Now here's Mahomes. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. 3-19! 3-19!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Detroit! 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 Over!
Mayfield looks to throw, sliding out of the pocket. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches.
Watch him now, Barney!
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And here now a spin. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play. And that's going to lead them to 4th down. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This for the lead in the final stages. And this kick is not going to get there. It's short and no good. So a bit of a weird kick there. That wasn't an overly long attempt, but that never had a chance.
You almost wonder if he might have maybe got that one on the laces because it kind of knuckled on him a bit. And this one winds up in empty possession.
They begin the drive with Williams. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll run now with Ware. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Blue 45. Blue 45.
Right back to him on 1st down. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
On the run, it's Ware. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It's a loss of 2 there.